is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay. If you do not know me, thank you so much for being here today. Today we're going to be doing a first impressions of my April Boxycharm. One, I cannot believe it is already April. Like, where has 2019 gone? We're already a third of the way through the year. It's crazy. Time needs to slow down. I'm going to be 80 years old before I know it. And two, I had a really great time filming this video. As always, it was a bit of a hot mess, but what else would you expect with me, right? At this point, I think I say that I'm a hot mess in every video. And that's fine. I've just come to accept it. If you are not aware, Boxycharm is a monthly subscription service where you pay $21 a month and you receive 4 to 5 full-sized beauty products. If you are just an all-around makeup lover and you don't want to spend a whole ton of money every time you go out shopping, then I think Boxycharm is a really great option because being a makeup junkie myself, it kind of keeps the addiction at bay, I guess. It keeps me from wanting to go out and buy makeup every single day. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I achieved this look, and if you are interested in hearing my thoughts and opinions on these 5 products, then please stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so jumping right into it, the first thing we are going to do is apply eye primer. As you can see, I already have one of my eyebrows done. I look insane because this one is not done. If you're wondering what products I use for my brows, I will go ahead and link all of those products down in the description box below. So we're going to go ahead and prime our eyes, and that is the first product in this month's Boxycharm. This is the Luscious Angel Eyes Primer, the guardian angel for your eye makeup artistry. This cruelty-free vegan formula glides onto your eyelids without dragging or creasing. Acting like a magnet for both eyeshadow, concealer, and eyeliner, this primer ensures a perfectly smooth canvas for longer lasting color payoff that stays in place all day and night. This retails for $14. Just in case you're wondering, this is what the component looks like. I am going to try and prime my eyes with this in the way that I did in my last video with my P. Louise base. I'm going to see if I am able to like carve out my brows and whatnot with it. So I'm squeezing a little bit out onto the back of my hand. And then I'm just going to pick it up on a flat concealer brush. Not too much. Actually, wow, yeah, it looks real nice and thick. And I'm going to go ahead and carve out my brows and then apply it onto my eyelids. Alright, well that worked. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that down onto my eyelid. Pick up a little bit more. I put way too much on the back of my hand. Once you have it mostly blended out and you are happy with it, you can either set it or just apply your eyeshadow right on top, which is what I like to do. For eyeshadow, we are going to be going in with the Pure Festival 12-piece Pressed Pigment Palette. Talk about an alliteration. Oh, what's that? Oh, interesting. Okay. This came out, this fell out of the box with it. It's the Pure Get a Grip Endurance Shadow Primer. Maybe I will try that in my next video. We'll see. So this is what the front of the palette looks like. And then you open her on up. This is what the inside of the palette looks like. So this is the Pure Festival palette, and this says, unleash the ultimate festival vibes with this limited edition 12-piece pressed pigment palette that's complete with bold, imaginative pigments that elevate your look for any occasion. From boho-inspired metallics to eye-catching glitters, each cruelty-free shade is infused with skin-loving ingredients. This retails for $36. There is a plastic cover over it, like most palettes come with, but it's taped down on both sides, which is different. I think I have an idea of what I want to do. The first shade I'm going to go in with is All Night. It's this really deep, cool toned brown. Alright, I'm just going to start by picking up that shade on any dense, small, rounded crease brush, and I'm going to start putting that right into my crease. And don't blend it out just yet. So this is actually a bit of a purpley brown. I'm going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to go in with my Luxie 141 mini round brush and pick up that all night color and really get into this inner corner bit. Next I'm going to go in with Hidden Desert, which is a dusty reddish brown. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M506 brush and start to blend out that all night shade. I'm going to take Epic, which is just a really nice neutral orangey color. This looks horrid. I'm going to take that on my MAC 217 brush and blend out that red as much as I can. Okay, so it's mostly blended, it just kind of looks muddy. I think I'm going to go back in with the All Night shade, which is that dark purplish brown, and I'm going to pack that back into my crease. Back in with my M506 brush with no extra product on it. I'm just going to blend that shade out. I kind of hate it, but I don't really know what to do. Like, it's blended, it's just really muddy. I'm half tempted to just throw black all over my lid and call it a day. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to take that All Night shade and I'm just going to pat it all over my lid. You know, it's interesting. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like my whole lid is completely set and matte, but like out here near my brow bone and my outer crease, it still has a bit of a sheen to it. Like we didn't even lay powder on top of it to set the primer. It's very odd. Next up, I'm going to take Free Spirit and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners with this shade. This is kind of like an iridescent goldish pink color. Okay, so just really quick, I'm going to go ahead and apply some liquid liner just to my upper lash line. I'm not going to do a wing or anything. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm going to apply these lashes. They are the Kiss lashes in the style Ritzy. This is what they look like. And then when I come back, I will have the other eye done and then we will move on with the rest of the face. Alrighty you guys, I am back with the other eye done and lashes are on. Now we are going to go ahead and move on to the face. So what I did while I was gone, so all I did was prime my face. I used the brand is Touch in Soul. And this is the No Problem Primer. I don't really notice that it changes the staying power of my foundation, but I have had really dry skin lately and I need something on my face besides moisturizer, so I have been using that. For foundation today, I'm going to be mixing two shades from the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I am going to be mixing shade 104 Golden Beige and 104.5 Nude Buff. I'm doing just a little bit of the nude buff, and then the majority of the foundation is going to be that golden beige. I'm going to take out my tunnels so I don't get foundation on them, and then I'm going to be buffing that into my skin using my beauty blender. While I was gone, I also went ahead and I carved out the top of my brows with some concealer. The reason I did that is just because that way I can stay a little higher above my brow with my foundation. I don't have to get right up on top of it to get that coverage from my foundation. And that way I don't have to worry about messing up my brows. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen it in the video yet, but I got this super fun thing on my arm. I burned myself at work today, so that was fun. Doesn't hurt anymore, so I think I'm fine, but yeah, it was not fun, very painful. Gonna go ahead and put my tunnels back in. Just in case you guys were wondering, my ears are a size 00. Don't know if any of you guys care, but in case you were curious. Next for concealer, I'm going in with the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Fair. And I'm going to just apply this under my eyes. Wow, Gemma. And then as always, I'm going to set my under eyes with the Maybelline Loose Fit Me powder in Fair Light. The next item I got in my Boxycharm is this Luxie Summer Days brush set. I do have to admit, Luxie has the cutest frickin' packaging for their brushes. So this is what the handles look like. They are so freaking adorable. And then these 3 brushes, we have the Luxie 209 Large Shader Brush right here. We have the Luxie 512 Small Contour Brush, which I am going to use today. And then lastly, the Luxie 245 Small Shader, which looks like a really stiff packing brush, or it would make a really good concealer brush to carve out your brows. This 3-piece brush set retails for $28. So like I said, I'm going to use that Luxie 512 Small Contouring Brush, and I'm going to be going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer today. It is really nice and small and dense, so it is really great for contouring and getting right in that little ridge. I'm also going to take that up into my hairline. Blush, I'm going to hop into my Cover FX Perfector Face Palette, and I'm going to be taking this blush, which is in the shade Silhouette, and I'm going to take that on my Moda big ol' blush brush. Alrighty, the next product in my Boxycharm is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Purple Dream. This product retails for $27. That's pretty expensive. Okay, well that was really annoying, but this is really interesting. I just got the powder all over me, and it's like, it looks really orangish gold, but like, once you spread it around, it's purple. I was confused as to why it was called Purple Dream. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, anyway, there was a protective layer on this side, and it was like freaking impossible to get off, so I had to take off this plastic thing, get highlighter everywhere, peel it off, and then put it back in. But alas, we're good now, we can highlight. So I'm going to be taking my Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just dipping over these holes to pick up whatever product I can. And I'm just gonna go in with it, I guess. Ooh. That is gorgeous. Can you see that it's purple? I think you can. It's kind of subtle, but it blends so beautifully. I don't think I've ever had a highlighter blend this beautifully. And I'm guessing that's because it's a loose highlighter. I don't think I've ever used one before. Wow, I am kind of in love, even though it's $27. Anyway, I took a small hiatus and I basically bathed in this shit, cause oh my god, I've never seen a more perfectly blended highlighter in my life. I think I might convert to loose highlighters. Alright, so now that the face is done, we are going to finish up the lower lash line. I was kind of thinking I wanted to do the hot pink in this palette, but now that my highlighter's purple, I really think it would only be right to use Gypsy. Am I right? I think I'm right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since I'm gonna be using that purple on my lower lash line, I am going to use the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Sagittarius on my waterline. Supposedly these are eye safe, and I don't really have sensitive eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try. I'm just gonna pick this up on my Alamar Cosmetics brush. I just flattened it out like crazy thin. And I put some of the liquid lipstick on the back of my hand and let it dry just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go for it. Feels fine. My eyes feel fine. I don't really have sensitive eyes though. And even though these are technically eye safe, I mean, I've used this particular liquid lipstick as an eyeliner on my lid, like I've used it as a winged liner, and I obviously had no issues there. But you know, putting it in your waterline is like basically putting it in your eye. So if you do have very sensitive eyes, I would probably advise against that. There were a lot of people online saying that you shouldn't even put it in your waterline anyway, and I understand that, but I said fuck it because I don't really have sensitive eyes. So now I'm just taking any sort of smaller rounded brush. You'd probably prefer to use a smaller brush than this, but I don't really have one that's clean. And now I'm just going to go in with that Gypsy shade, which is that really vibrant, shimmery grape. I really hope it shows up. It's not as vibrant as I would have hoped, but it's still very pretty, and since I have green eyes, it really makes my green eyes pop. Also, especially since I have warm, coppery, reddish tones on my upper lid, that also helps my green eyes pop. But yeah, I think that's actually really pretty. Next, just to make it a little more sultry, I'm just gonna apply some black mascara to my lower lash line. And for lips, I am going to use the ColourPop Lippy Sticks in the shade Aquarius, which is my moon sign, in case you were wondering. I always forget how much I love all of ColourPop stuff, but their lipstick formula. And then the very last thing I have in my Boxycharm for this month is the Appeal Holographic Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Posh. It's a iridescent clear, it's basically a clear gloss with some shimmery glitters in it. Now, you guys know I'm not a huge gloss person. I prefer matte, you know, just for the lasting power, and I kind of like how it looks. But obviously, I have to try all 5 products in my Boxycharm, or else it wouldn't be a Boxycharm First Impressions. Now, the very last thing I'm going to do is just set my face using the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Alrighty, you guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really did not enjoy how this eye look was turning out, but I think it turned out okay. It's definitely not my favorite, but it's definitely sultry, which I like, and it makes my eyes stand out, which I like. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like or a comment, and especially if you subscribed. I would absolutely love to have you. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video, and I will catch you on my next one. Bye! Mwah.